Hi, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Callie.
And this is the Book Common Room Podcast. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Book Common Room Podcast. We're so excited to get into the spoilers because I kept slipping up on our last episode.
Just a little bit.
I'm like, this, you guys should already know this. Just kidding.
It has been out for like 20 years.
It has. But I mean, like, I was really good about the Odyssey, and that's been out for like 3,000 years.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I just couldn't contain my excitement, you guys. Truly, this episode is literally just going to be me and Callie talking about anything we want to talk about with Percy Jackson.
Yep. As
far as how it felt rereading it, how we like the series, the parts, why this story is something we still come back to as adults.
Yeah.
I guess. I know I have like my notes listed first, but I would love to hear your thoughts.
Okay, yeah.
And then I can share my thoughts, and then we can let the episode take us wherever we go from
Okay.
there.
I like it. So, my thoughts. So this is a series, I mentioned this last time, that I have read basically my whole life. So anytime I go back to it, it just kind of feels like I'm like returning home to like friends you haven't, like a good friend you haven't seen forever, and then you start talking to them, and it's like no time has passed.
Yes.
It feels like that. Like I'm just like falling, like I'm getting into like a comfy bed. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just like coming home, basically. That's how it feels.
Oh my God.
And like each one of these characters are just like besties of mine. Like Percy, Annabeth, and Grover, they're my favorite. Like even, what's the girl's name that comes in later that people don't like?
Rachel?
Rachel? Okay, I love Rachel. I've always loved Rachel.
Always have loved her.
And
I would get like a little like,
Mm-hmm.
Annabeth is the best. But also...
But she, like, you needed that tension added in there. Anyways, so...
But
like,
she had a role.
She had a role. Or, like, so when she's introduced, I always get really excited when I get to that part, because then it's, like, all of these characters, like, even Clarice by the end, I'm like, oh, I love everyone in here, so, like, that's always fun for me. I also feel like this series is just, like, a fun tale. Like, there's not... Okay, hold on. Apollo?
I also love when she throws her hairbrush at the face of... Oh, who was it? Like those like dinosaur things that were coming after them?
Yes.
I was like, dang girl.
Good for you.
No wonder Percy
just
likes
like some
you.
mortals. This is true.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just like a fun tale. Like there's not really like a hardcore like moral, which I feel like with kids' books, that's usually how it is. Like you pick some...
Because it's like
lesson.
Didactic. It's like a lesson.
There's a lesson you're teaching, and then you build the story around that lesson. I feel like for this one, it was just like a... How can I engage young readers to start reading?
Yes. That's so interesting you say that too, because like so Callie went to Japan recently, and she brought back these like collections of children's stories from Japan. And honestly, they're all so funny, but also they're definitely meant to teach a lesson.
Yeah.
Like it's like to scare your children to honor their parents.
Yep.
Or like, don't be greedy, like things like that. Whereas this one was more of just to entertain you, but at the same time, it got you excited to learn about mythology.
Learn about mythology and just like, reading can be fun.
Yeah. And like, also I feel like I learned so much empathy from books, especially Percy Jackson and Harry Potter.
Anyways, I feel like I also love Percy Jackson, this series specifically, because I feel like he really just hones in on like Percy as a character versus like the situation he's in, if that makes any sense. I love how like just character forward the series is. And so when I was rereading it for this episode, I literally sat down and read it in like 3 hours yesterday.
Well, really? Oh, good. I was like looking it up. I was like, how much time would I need? Because I just wanted to absorb myself into it, but I was worried it was going to take me like 5 hours. And
you just don't have that time.
It's different when you have little babies.
This is true. I know. I sped read it.
I love that.
So I like sped read it in like 3 hours. And then Percy feels a lot like Spider-Man. This also could just be because I watched Spider-Man.
No. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw you write that, I was like, yeah.
Like it feels like Percy Jackson's like Spider-Man and the Odyssey put together.
Yes.
So I don't know if like who influenced what. Well, obviously
Tom Holland would have been a great Percy Jackson.
Yes, I feel like
Dang it, the ship has sailed. Maybe his child.
Maybe.
If their child wants to do.
This is
acting.
true. This is true. But I feel like Percy Jackson, like Spider-Man feels like Percy Jackson to me. Yeah. Maybe because they're like thrown into similar situations. Yeah. And they're just like really, they're funny. It's funny. The humor.
They're funny. They're the youngest. Isn't Spider-Man, well, I don't know DC versus Marvel very well. I blur the lines sometimes. But he is of the younger superheroes.
Because he's supposed to be like in high school
Yeah, he's
versus
in high
like
school.
Thor's like a god. Captain America's from whatever time period he's from, the 60s, the 50s. Oh.
He's World War I, I'm pretty sure, right? 19.
Is it the 50s?
Like 19. Isn't World War I 1914 to 1918? I'm fact checking myself.
I thought it was World War II.
Oh, let's check. Actually, I think it is World War II because he had a motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
Well, how long have motorcycles been around? Well, this is really embarrassing.
I don't know.
Captain America, World War I or World War II? World War II. That's embarrassing.
And he's just funny. And they both go through like trauma, but they like come out of it like with like humor. I don't know.
They're very powerful.
They're very very powerful.
Strong.
Mm-hmm. With great, what is it? With great
power comes great responsibility.
You could literally, Percy Jackson should have said that.
Yes. If it wasn't already taken by Stanley,
he would have said
rest
it.
in peace.
Rest in peace.
When I saw you rate that, no, I was like, I totally get that. I don't think that's weird. I think a lot of people probably think that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The one thing that's different about Percy, though, is he doesn't really have like a true Greek hero ending because he doesn't die.
No. It's not a tragedy.
It's not a tragedy. See, again, that's also probably where the Odyssey comes in because like the Odyssey has a happy ending.
Well, the Odyssey is a comedy. Because comedies
true.
aren't humor. It's the fact that the hero survives and overcomes their fatal flaws. For example, Odysseus' fatal flaw is his hubris.
Yeah, this is true.
Which is interesting because Annabeth talks about that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, all of us, it's like hubris. Didn't she say hers was pride? Or Annabeth was one of them. But she was like, Percy, like your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness, which is your friends.
This is true.
I got chills. I love Percy. It's just like Harry. Harry just loves his friends. Percy just loves his friends, but he doesn't want his friends to get hurt. Mm-hmm. And then, Harry did die, technically. But Percy did not.
Percy did not die, no. He almost died many times.
He almost, but he, I don't know, he was able to use his weakness as a strength to survive.
This is true. Let's see here. Jason from the Olympian series. He's the only one that got like a true Greek ending, and it wasn't even in his books.
Nope.
It wasn't it's in the Apollo books, right? He dies, and when I found that out, don't shoot me. I don't like the Heroes of Olympus series. Even when I read it when they first came out, looking at my Goodreads is funny because I hated those books when I was in middle school. But
you told me that, and I read them, and I loved them,
which is great.
I'll give you my thoughts.
But and then I love the OG. I love the Kane Chronicles. I didn't like the Heroes of Olympus, and I never continued after that. But when I found out that Jason actually died, I was like, what is happening? Like, that's so sad.
Yeah, he sacrifices himself for Apollo.
Yes, I know.
It's kind of crazy,
and which also made me a little sad because in Percy Jackson, Apollo's just like a jerk.
Paul is the worst.
He's literally
the worst.
I
think that's the whole point, which is why he was punished by Zeus.
Oh, I see.
He was being punished. At least I tried reading that something maze, the Burning Maze. No, not the Burning Maze. That's book 3. I tried reading the first one. I had a really hard time, mainly because I had no pity for Apollo.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I was like, dude, you're the worst.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it was had to do with him being cursed for some reason, and because Apollo is kind of the worst.
He is the worst.
But I loved the Heroes of Olympus book series, mainly because I just wanted more Percy Jackson, and you get it. The first book was a disappointment because literally none of them are in it. Mm-hmm. You don't get any perspectives. I think you get Annabeth's perspective, but then you get so the first book is Heroes of Olympus, or I can't remember what the actual title is, The Lost Hero, and then the second one is Son of Neptune. And Son of Neptune and
House of Hades
and Mark of Athena are the best.
Yeah.
Because you get Percy and Annabeth.
Yeah.
But also you realize how insanely powerful Percy is.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He's nuts. The second book I love because, part of the reason we hate it though is you're not in Percy's mind and they make Percy dumb.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Percy is dumb. Mm-hmm. He's not. He's very smart. He's very funny. But I guess his humor makes them think he's dumb. And I hated Jason. Yeah. So the fact that he dies, I was like, I was like, whatever. That kind of sucks. But felt like he was trying to make Jason very powerful. But in the end, Percy was super strong. In the second one, it's interesting because Juno, which is the Roman name for Hera. She pretends to be like this person in need of help, and Percy carries her across the river Tigris into the Roman camp or whatever. And Hazel, these are all like names only if you know Heroes of Olympus, but Hazel, this character, who is a main character, is like thought Percy was a god.
Yeah, well, because he basically is. He could have, I mean, in the last book, they offered godhood to him.
Yeah.
And he said no.
He just wanted to go to college with his girl.
He just wanted to go to college with Annabeth and be besties with Grover.
Yep. And so I love that too. Like a hero that like doesn't want too much. Someone that doesn't strive to be extraordinary. They just want to be good. They just want to be a good person, but they just are extraordinary.
Yeah.
And then the part in, is it Mark of Athena? No, it's House of Hades, when he's drowning the god in her own poison.
And Annabeth, what does she say?
I hate that part.
What does she say?
Percy, you're scaring me.
Percy, you're scaring
Literally,
me.
that's another thing. They ruined Annabeth.
Part.
Annabeth would have been like, yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Like in this series, she would have been like, yeah, because this god, like Nyx or whatever, who is sent to like take out them, they were literally going to die. Yeah. And Percy's saving them, but he's just like so angry that he's like drowning Nyx in their own poison. And Annabeth's like, and I'm like, what bad talk?
I mean, I could see her saying something to pull him out of it. Like, hey, Percy, like, okay, like, you need to stop. Like, okay, we're done. Like, that's enough.
Yeah, like, remember.
But, like, remember, like, hey, more of just, like, a slap in the face. Like, Percy, stop it.
Like you're becoming, like, a monster. Yeah. But I just was like, girl.
Yeah.
Because, like, isn't she, like, hurt, too? So he's, like, having to help her. And anyways, but I loved it because it made Percy even cooler.
I know. He's so cool.
He's like legit. I was like, oh my gosh.
This is true.
I love this dude. Anyway, so that was my thing about, I just liked more Percy, and then he did cool stuff with Percy, but also really dumb stuff with Percy.
Yeah, that's fair. And then this is just a tiny little thing that I think is funny before we move on to your thoughts, Lauren.
Yes.
I thought it was so funny. I never noticed this, but Percy fully admits in the very beginning that he cheats on an essay that was assigned to him. He literally admits he Googled and copied an essay and turned it in. So, like, if Percy were here today, he would have used ChatGPT to write his essay for him.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, like,
I wonder if Rick Riordan was like, this is like 4 of my students right here.
Yeah. He's calling out some, he's like, we can tell.
We know.
We know.
Teachers always know.
They always know. And that's why he has D's in all of his
like
classes.
some kids will be like, they don't because I get away with it. And I'm like,
no, you don't.
Sometimes you might think that, but I also think teachers pick their battles.
They really do. Plus, I mean, it shows in your grades.
Except I did have one time where...
Are you about to admit something?
This is a confession.
Oh, no.
This is a confession to Mr. Durham.
Okay, confession time. Let's hear it.
I got high praise on an essay because I started the essay off saying that film is the currency of intellectual debate.
Who'd you steal that from?
A magazine. A film magazine.
And you didn't
that
quote
I
it?
reference later, but I didn't say it was from that specific.
That's so funny.
And he was like, I love this.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I was like, and that quote has haunted me my whole life.
I think it's a good thing that that's the worst thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I did cheat on a math test off of your test.
You did? What?
And we both failed that test.
Well, yeah, because you're cheating off of me.
No. Well, yeah, because you didn't do it well.
No. Exactly.
Okay, hold on. Let's like backtrack. I literally cannot lie. I have to tell someone eventually. So I like on that. I thought I could get away with it with
Which
Mr.
one
Durham.
was it?
It was Mr. Rob.
It wasn't junior year. Yeah, I struggled in that class.
Okay, I did too. I wasn't doing hot, and I had missed the test because I was either sick or out of town. Something had happened, and so I was literally there, and the teacher couldn't go home until I finished my test. And I was there till like after 5 because the test was taking me so long. And he was really nice because he knew I get really anxious during tests. And so he wasn't going to do a time limit.
Yeah.
Because before you have to do it in class. Like you take the test during class. It was a paper test. And so I was in there for hours and I could not figure it out. So like one of the questions, I just like went over to the turn-in basket and like found yours, and I just like wrote whatever you wrote. Yeah, because I was like, I just gotta finish this, and I have no idea.
That's so
I have
funny.
better odds just doing this.
Yeah.
So naughty. I was so naughty.
No,
Literally, this is the line of
hilarious.
events. So that happened. Felt immediately awful, you guys. Immediately, like, I am so disappointed in myself. And my dad picked me up, and we didn't even leave the high school when I cried and said, Dad, I cheated.
Oh, no.
And he was like, you got to go inside and tell your teacher. And I literally did. I walked back right when he was wanting to go home, sobbing. And I was like, I cheated. And
did he not even care?
No. And he was like, well, thank you for
figured.
telling me one. Like, you're being honest. Great. You need to redo the test.
Yeah.
Like, he gave me different questions. And then he was like, you didn't even get it right anyways.
It's because you looked at mine. That's the worst grade I've ever gotten in my entire life was that class.
Really?
I got a D in that class.
What?
I've never gotten a D since, and that was the first time ever, but I had an F that semester.
Oh, I remember this year.
I had an F.
And that was a rough year.
It was so bad.
Junior was sucky.
And I went and I talked to him and I was like, can I just retake something? And I retook a test. And he was like, you know what? You're a good enough student. I'll give you a D.
That's awesome.
Just like a pass.
I don't know how, but I got an A- in that class.
Nice.
But
the next semester I got a B.
Yeah, I worked my butt off though.
Yeah.
And I definitely like felt the need to because I was like, I'm a naughty child that cheated. My dad was like, I never cheated in high school. And I was like,
okay.
Anyways, so it makes me feel better. Percy, thank you.
How did we get on this topic?
Because Percy cheated on an essay.
Right.
And then we said
right,
he was
right,
a ChatGPT kid.
He was.
And then you were
yeah.
like talking about something about cheating, and I was like, you're like, you've never cheated. And I was like,
let me tell you.
It's like some of my best work was not mine. Or some of my worst work was also not mine.
You know what? It's okay. Yes, I know.
I'm totally joking.
I know.
I'm totally joking. But anyways, that's how we got there.
Okay.
Anyways, curious what your guys' cheating stories are now. What's the worst thing you've done as a student?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, in the end, it's like what they say. Like, when you cheat, you just cheat yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely felt that.
Yeah.
So
you're not really learning.
I know. So after that, I like vowed I would never do that again. And I didn't. I'm very proud of my college career because did I use ChatGPT towards the end? Yes. But I did not use it to do my assignments. I usually did it to like supplement research.
Yeah.
And sometimes they lied. So
ChatGPT
was not great.
No,
End of senior year.
I tried senior because I think it's when it like first came out. I tried to be like essays I could use.
It was like literally the 2.0 or whatever early.
Yeah, this is true. And I very quickly realized like, oh, it's lying to me. These essays don't even exist in real life.
No.
So
like
I stopped.
It was not reliable anyways. So it honestly wasted more time using ChatGPT than just doing it yourself.
Googled essays like I normally would.
Yeah. So anyways, I love those thoughts. I love it.
Yes. Okay, moving on. What did you think?
Okay.
Your thoughts?
I couldn't agree more with your sentiments. Percy Jackson was the first series that showed me there was more than Harry Potter. Like I had said, I think Harry Potter was the first bigger kids series that I read. I have not fully read that series probably since I was in middle school.
Harry Potter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Like when we redid it, I only got to like the third or fourth book. But the later books, like the movies, the third one is my favorite. Prisoner of Azkaban's my favorite. But the books, I love Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince is good.
The reason is just I'm obsessed with getting in the mind of Voldemort's past. And so I thought that was really interesting. I also love Deathly Hallows. I just love that book. But I was obsessed with that series when I was like 12, 13, and I could not get out of my shell as far as books other than that. Like Harry Potter was it for me. I just reread them, looked up artwork for them all the time, looked up side stories. That's why I was like so, like when Cursed Child came out, I remember I read that book throughout the whole night because I just wanted more content. But I literally was like, this is an abomination.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Like, I'm like, this cannot be canon because it ruins everything that I have imagined about the book series since the book series finished and being a kid and then the Cursed Child coming out. Like, between that and the time, like, I had already imagined, like, who Scorpius was and who Albus, like, Harry's son was. And so it was atrocious. But you guys in middle school were like, no, you need to try Percy Jackson. And I was like, I was so skeptical. I was like, I'm just going to try this because my friends keep bugging me about this. I literally could not put the series down. I was also a very sickly child. Callie knows. And she always made fun of it because I was a germaphobe. And she was like, because you're a germaphobe, you're always getting sick. And literally, I was the kid that would like grab the chair with my wrists and like pull it out. And Callie would make fun of me for washing my hands after touching salad dressing. She was like, you have the hands of a surgeon because your hands were so dry. But I was very sick all the time.
You know, I picked up habits from you though.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Just the other day, I was eating, another teacher gave me a Reese's peanut butter cup.
So you held the plastic while you were eating it?
Yeah. And I was like, have I always done this? And I was like, oh.
I've influenced you. But the thing is, part of the reason I was a germaphobe was because
you were always getting
before that, I was always getting sick. So I thought if I did that, but then I had like no antibodies. So that's little crash course on that. But I was sick all the time. And Percy Jackson was the only thing getting me through being super sick. Like I was on antibiotics multiple times that year. I like destroyed. That's also why my immune system was destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's also because like where I was is very arid. Where I'm now, it was very like we have big winters.
Yeah.
Anyways, so my dad saw how sick I was and that the only thing bringing me joy was Percy Jackson.
Aww.
And I was like, hey dad, like I know I'm super sick, but can you go to the library and pick me up the next book? He came home with the whole series.
Aw, that's so cute.
And I was like, thank you. And I literally just like that whole week, I just like read Percy Jackson and like was taking medicine because that's all I could really do. And it changed my life. I think the reason I like classics so much is because of Percy Jackson. Like you're exposed to like classic epics and folklore and legends. As I like went to college, I loved reading and analyzing what I was reading and hearing those stories. And so I really feel like Percy Jackson honestly like influenced me and my decisions to be an English undergrad and to want to write. And right now, like to be taking editing and publishing courses because I think stories are so important and impactful. And like some of the more interesting parts of humanity is our storytelling.
100%.
Anyway, so Percy Jackson has had a major influence on my life. And I just was so infatuated with it. I have Pinterest boards of thousands of pins of Percy Jackson, of like
That's
artwork
awesome.
and gifts of like, and I love like how, like it would like make me squirmy because I'd be like, oh, I love this so much. Like I literally would like look at them and be like, oh, and like they did like a Avatar animation, but with all the characters from
That's cute.
Percy Jackson. And it was like, this is what an animated show could look like.
That'd be cool.
I was obsessed. I was like, they could make a dope animation
They
of
could.
Percy Jackson.
They could.
Like, I feel like animation has more flexibility for that kind of story than a live action does. So I'm like, Disney should have invested in like Dave Filoni from Star Wars Clone Wars and had him do a Percy Jackson animation.
That'd be cool.
And have Rick Riordan support that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, hire me as your producer. I have producing experience. Just call me. But anyways, I was obsessed. So like Pinterest, like I cannot draw. I have sketchbooks of Percy and like
That's
Annabeth.
what? That's amazing.
I know. I can show you it. They're actually not that bad. And like they're like some of them like scenes and stuff. And so I was very influenced and it got me out of my shell for reading because then I ended up being able to like read other stories because I was like, there's more than Harry Potter out there. There's like more books out there that will like make you want to consume them. And then as an adult, that's kind of how Throne of Glass was and Akatar.
Yeah.
Rip for Cal. Like, not the greatest.
It worked for you though.
But it works for me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Also, like reading. I didn't finish a reread of this last time, but I also forgot how much I liked Luke and how hurt I was when I was also deceived. I was
the
like,
scorpion conversation at the end is crazy.
dude, like I remember reading that and being like, what is going on?
Yeah.
The last person I thought that was doing it was Luke. I thought it was like a god or something that was like wanting him to fail like Hades.
Or even like Ares, like that twist that it was like in the backpack the whole time. I remember being like, whoa.
Ares did it, but it was Luke.
But it was really Luke the whole time.
And then also like the end, I felt so bad for Luke because I really liked it because Hermes was like, I failed my child. I've been failing my children. That's Percy's whole thing is like, you guys need to be better because look what happens. Like you guys are abusing your children and your children are the only reason you get anything done. Like you can't do anything. The demigods do it all.
This is true.
And so he was like, we got to fix this. Luke like in the end, you just felt really bad for it because he also was kind of like he was severely manipulated emotionally.
Oh, 100%.
So, which brings me to why I was obsessed with Lore Olympus.
Oh, yeah. There's a pipeline.
Yep, there's a pipeline. So, like, people that love Percy Jackson, oh my gosh, like, Lore Olympus is very different, but it's all focused on the gods and the artwork. Ugh, I cannot praise mythology and these adaptations enough. But Rachel Smith nailed it, and I'm really glad we did that a couple years ago.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. So anyways.
What's your favorite Percy Jackson book, would you say? Do you have a favorite?
Ooh, I have to remember. Let me look at your little list that you got.
Mine is either The Titan's Curse or The Last Olympian.
I think it's The Titan's Curse, because that's when him and Annabeth start to have. Mm-hmm. But also, which one was the one where they kiss under the lake?
That's The Last Olympian.
I love that
That's
one.
at the end. I love it. It's so cute.
I was like, that's so fucking cute. You're in a little bubble underwater. Yeah, I was in love with Percy.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Like, who wasn't, like, in love with Percy?
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Percy's
the best.
just my favorite character.
I also just love that name. And I just met someone the other day named, she's so cute. She's, like, gorgeous, colorful hair. She's like Nymphadora Tonks vibe, but her name's Percy.
That's so cute.
So cute. I'm like, that. I know people have issues with, like, names, I guess. Like, sometimes more masculine, more feminine or whatever. But I thought it was really cute. And I love the name Percy.
It is cute.
Anyways, that is really it for our spoiler. We kind of just rambled.
We did.
But I feel like I don't really know how to do the spoilers without doing that.
I know. How do you do the spoilers without just being like, and this is what happens, and we liked it.
And we liked it. So we kind of scatter around as our brain makes connections. But
that's how we work.
Yeah. But thank you guys for joining this episode. Okay, we need to talk about September. Doing Joan Didion's memoir, A Year of Magical Thinking.
Sorry, The Year of Magical Thinking.
The Year of Magical Thinking.
I said it wrong. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, no, you're good. I started it off wrong.
It's okay. But that is what we're going to do for September. That's also kind of a heavy one, a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be sad.
It's navigating grief.
Yes.
Essentially. I have this on my hot reads for this year. So I'm very excited to do this. And I probably am going to meet my reading goal of only 12 books this year.
Hey, that's okay. You've met it, though.
So it's better
I'm nowhere close to my goal.
That's okay. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. And we are very excited for this next month, for the Burr months, for the fall.
Yes,
we love summertime, but I'm ready for summer to be done. So
yes.
Very excited. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, no, she would not die. I'm the nice sister.
You're just so sweet, huh? Even though you have stinky breath.
Okay, Callie does that.
Did you hear him fart in the middle?
Absolutely not. Was I talking?
Yeah, he farted while you were talking, and I was like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh.
I did not know he farted.
It's good. And it's a good thing it didn't stink up the whole room, because they're horrible farts. I was playing video games last night, and my desk is like on the other side of my bed, right? And he likes to lay next to me with his butt to my face. And sometimes he'll just go, oh my gosh, Apollo, that's horrible. And I have to like wave it away.
You need a fan like to counteract it, like a fan blowing, so it like
bad.
blows away anything that could have come near you.
Oh, he's just an old stinky dog. Or like if he ever starts licking his paws, the smell just like, wow.
Hi, I'm Lauren. Oh, are we recording?
I need to burp, sorry.
Are we recording? Yes. That's going at the end of this episode.
I need to get it out.
That was crazy. I thought it was going to be like a little one, but that was big. Your older sister is gross, too. Did you know that? You farted and she got mad at you for that. But
I burped.
At least she's more of a lady, though. That's for sure.
This is true.
Okay.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Here we go.